LDAP. It's extremely powerful, but it's also extremely difficult to set up. Is this what you think of when you think of setting up LDAP? Lots of text files and tappity tap and vim and cut and paste and complex DN and CN and OU. It doesn't have to be like that anymore. With the integration of the right tools, you don't have to sit there typing away like a madman trying to get the right syntax and importing files and migration scripts. In this video, I'm going to show you two technologies that take away all of this. These two technologies are IPBrick and OpenSUSE YaST. Doesn't that look beautiful? Look at that, the color of green. This is our management interface, and this is our OpenSUSE desktop. This is the LDAP server. The only thing I've done here is to create a cert to enable TLS, and all our users are loaded already, and I'm not using a password policy at the moment. So let's get to it. I want to show you the power of YaST. I've always loved OpenSUSE tools. YaST is an extremely good configuration tool which complements the power of IPBrick. It enables us to very quickly connect this desktop to our LDAP server. Now, if you've seen all the other videos, it requires a lot of typing and copying and pasting and creating LDIF files and so forth. Not so with YaST. So let's go through it. We're going to create a home directory. We're going to connect to our domain, new service domain. Okay, this is a fantastic tool. Okay, so we type in changeme.com. That's our domain we're using. We're using LDAP. We're going to use LDAP for authentication. Click OK. We change that to RFC 2307. We need to enable these two options. We're going to disable checking for now, TLS certification checking. We're going to type in our URI. Okay, click OK. Now we need to enter a few more options. Now this is where the power comes in. We've got all the options here. We just pick and choose out of here all the attributes. So there's a couple more we need. Okay, I shall fill those in. For instance, here's one, CA cert. See, it makes it so much easier to remember these options, and we can type them in. And there's another one as well, the user object. There we go, we select that. It's so much easier. We need to change that one to inet org person. Okay, so that's all our records filled in. Here's where the power comes. By one click, clicking OK, it's now going to go out and build our configuration to connect to our LDAP server. Everything's all done from us. All the permissions, all the packages are installed, the security daemon, the config files for PAM, all done and all loaded. No tappity tap, copy and paste and creating LDIF files by hand. And this is the best way I have seen on a Linux client to configure LDAP. There are some tools that come close, but not as good as this YaST tool. This, compared with the easy management of the IPBrick LDAP interface, fantastic combination. Now, normally you're not going to sit down on every client and do this, but you probably do one, take the resulting config files and deploy it via Puppet. And there we go. Everything's done. It's done everything for us. So let's have a quick look. So first thing I want to do is check our connectivity. There we go, look at that. We are now connected to our LDAP server. Now, I'm going to reboot the workstation. Okay, I've rebooted the workstation and I'm about to log in using an LDAP user. Now, one of the biggest things which you have to watch for is a lot of interfaces disable the use of actually just logging in and typing your username and then putting the password in. But on GNOME, we can actually specify the password. So here's one I prepared earlier. This account is actually on LDAP. Fantastic. Creating home directory, and there we go. Fantastic combination, nice and easy interaction with the LDAP server. No complex editing and vi and vim of LDIF files and schema files. It is the most powerful way to get your workstations centralized.